Hi guys, welcome back to another video. Today's video is a massive day for me, big day for the channel, big day for things to come. I'm moving into my new unit. It's not much of a unit in the minute, it's more of a farm shed, but we're going to turn it into a unit. It's going to be the perfect workshop, so hopefully you'll join me for the ride. Today's video, I'm going to be moving all the vehicles over there, all the projects, taking all my kit over there. I've got a little bit of work to do over there, so a little bit of boarding out. Going to do some electrics, do a bit of a rewire on it, get some more plugs, get some more lights in there. And I'm also going to get the Range Rover fixed. So I've got the parts coming today for the Range Rover to get the front end fixed, so I can get that over there. And then that's when the real work can begin. Box tear downs, resprays on the van, all the good stuff that we've been waiting for. So without further ado, I'm going to head off and get the keys. I'm going to pick up some wooden boards for the boarding of the unit and show you what it's going to be. First stop of the morning is McDonald's for a coffee and probably a double sausage and egg McMuffin. Second stop of the journey, the Timber Merchants. Dropping it, going to get 10 sheets of OSB board. Let this guy go first. Put it at the side here. There's 10 sheets loaded. I'm probably going to need some more. In fact, I'm definitely going to need some more. But I'm just doing this in stages. I haven't got an unlimited budget, so we're going to do bit by bit. Right, so here we are. Excuse the look of the place at the minute. There's obviously a hell of a lot of work to do. Give this bit of clean of the floor. Have a look down the top, get all this hanging stuff down. We do have power, we do have water. So that's a start. But yeah, this is it. So my plans, straight away, I want to get a second skin on this wall, get it boarded up. That's what I've got the wood for, all the way around. Get all that cleaned at the top. We're going to paint this wall white. We're going to paint these white, the lower concrete, and then we've got the wood panels around the top. I would like at some point to maybe build a spray booth in this corner. Down in this corner, I'm going to have a little chill out area, sofa, TV, fridge, full of beers, microwave, etc. Just a little area just to come and relax. And then we've got space in here for one ramp, possibly two ramps in time, but we're definitely going for one ramp. And then we've got parking as well here. So yeah, a lot of work to be done. Please follow along if you want to follow along. Shout out to the van rental as well if you need a van. It's not sponsored, but it is family business. So if you're in the Leicestershire area and you need a van, give them a shout. But yeah, hopefully you'll join me along the road. We're going to get started this weekend, try and get as much as I can done. We're going to get the boards up, we're going to get the cars down here and see how far we get. So we've got lighting at the minute, but I'm going to get 3 LED strip lights on this wall, like sort of head height, and 3 on this wall as well, so that when we're working on cars, there's no shadows. We've got lights both sides. That's the idea, because lighting above's no good really when you can't see underneath the car. So I'm going to get what's in the van unloaded, get the wood out, get the little bench out. I've got to go and collect a big steel workbench, big cable drum, some other bits and bobs, and then I'm going to fly back home. I'm going to bring my van down, hopefully get the Range Rover fixed, bring that down, and bring the car down. So here's the next thing I've come to pick up, is this table. It's pretty solid steel. It's definitely seen better days. It's been outside for a long time, but I've got plans for it. I'm thinking about possibly just grinding the top down and making it into a bit of a workbench. I might put a few drain holes in it so I can strip apart engines, gearboxes on there, let the oil drain through. Or I might just take the steel off and put a nice wooden top on it and have a nice wooden workbench. Either way, I'm just going to clear this shit off the top of it, get this in the back of the van. Might have to use a forklift because it is steel, it's probably going to be heavy. I'll drag it out of this spot. So we're just going to reverse the van straight into that, so we get it under the back of here, and then I'll go back round with the forklift and push it in from that side. Better late than never. The parts for the Range Rover have arrived, so we can get this box open. Get them fitted. So it comes as a set, you can't really buy them on their own. I could second hand, but what was the point? So I've got 2 new lower arms, I've got 2 new upper arms for the fronts, and I've got 2 new ball joints in here as well. So we're going to get all them fitted, and then we can get that rolling. Got a tyre for it, we can get the wheels back on, get it rolling, and get it down to the unit as well. Got them all labelled so you can't go wrong. Front axle, right, left, etc. All you need is a 21mm socket and spanner. These are all 21mm bolts. I think it's also going to be a Torx bolt so that holds the ball joint in there, but I don't know because I've not got it off yet. So the ball joint, that's this side. We'll take that off, and then I think it's held in with 2 Torx bolts under there as well. There's one there and one on the other side, so I'll see what that is, but I know that this is 21, that's 21, that's 21. Let's get all these old bits off, get the ones off the other side as well, and get the new ones on. So to make my life a bit easier, and to get an impact wrench down there onto this one, I'm going to just take off this inner cover, because behind there, that's hollow. So if I take this inner cover off, it's just held in with a load of little 8mm screws, as they usually are. I'll whip that off, and then I can get an impact on that bolt there. Here's a little side-by-side comparison for you. They're both lined up at the top, and if you look at the bottom here, this one is off to the left a little bit more, and this one goes off to the right. So hopefully you can see that this one is definitely bent. On the other hand, this control arm seems to be fine. There's a comparison for you. So this one seems to be dead straight looking at it. That's the main, the culprit, it's off. I've just got to get the lower ball joint out, which is proving to be quite difficult because it's just, again, like everything, covered in rust, seized up. So I'm having to smash that out with a hammer. We'll replace that, put that on, put that on. I've got to be honest, what I thought was going to be an easy job is defeating me. This thing just here is absolutely fucking stuck solid. I cannot get it to move. I am smashing it as hard as I can with a hammer. It's been soaking in WD-40 for days. So I'm a bit at a loss, to be honest. My only other option, I think, is going to be to take the drive shaft out and press it out with a hydraulic press. Actually remove the hub and press this out. I've got the other side to do as well, and to be honest, looking at it, the other side looks even more corroded. So I think what I'm going to do, because all my tools, majority of my tools are at the unit, and I really need to get this down to the unit, I'm going to just put the one bolt back in this, because I've already mangled this. I've mangled this bolt hole up, so I can't put a bolt in there. But I'm going to put one bolt back in the other side of that, put my arms on it, put my suspension arms on it, and then I'm just going to have to run it like that down to the unit because I need it to be rolling. And then once it's down there, then I can have another go. But yeah, I need to get it moved, that's the priority. So I'm going to put the arms on it as it is right now. That'll do me to get it down there, and then I can attack it a bit better when I've got the tools, and I've got the space and the time. I'm going to leave the other side for now as well. I'm going to leave those on. I'm not even going to bother trying to take them off. I'm just going to get this side back on, get the wheels back on so the car's rolling, and then do it down at the unit. This is how it's going to have to live for now. That's done up tight, that one's done up tight. This is the new one, and that's on properly. So that's on now, never have to come off, so that is fixed. And then obviously down here, we've got this back in tight, but we've got a bolt missing out of there. The amount of effort I've put into trying to remove this, I'm not in any way worried about it falling out. In fact, if it did fall out, I'd be over the moon, because it's going to save me some work. Don't forget to attach the automatic headlight sensor, so that attaches to there, and then that keeps the car tells the headlights what level the suspension's at, and it adjusts the headlights accordingly. So I'll reconnect that back up, because that'll end up just getting broken off. And then yeah, it's ready for the move. Right, I've got all the materials I'm going to need for now. I've got the chipboard. I've got the 2x4. I've got to make some battens to go on the walls. So, you know, to brace the walls out like that. And then I can get the chipboard on. So I'm going to go one layer all the way around. And then, obviously, second layer up on the top. But I'm going to get the first layer done first, because I might need some more for the top. I'll set the camera up and do a little time lapse, see how we get done, see how it looks at the end. let me show you where I've got to. Got a first layer on all the way around, apart from that bit because I've run out of wood, with a little help from my dad. Got the battens up all the way to the top, ready for a second layer. And then on this side, I'm actually going to leave that bit open. Just, it's good for the natural light, you know, ventilation. Maybe in the future we'll have to address it, I don't know, but I'm going to leave it as it is. But I am going to put on like a top layer. So I'm going to get a bit of thicker timber and I'm going to put a top piece on the top there, just to strengthen that up. And somewhere that I can screw my lights into. 1, 2, 3 LED lights across there. And 1, 2, 3 across there as well. So that side basically is done. This side we've got to do another layer. And then we've also got to try and make a shelf. So because these concrete sections are sort of all wonky, it's doing my OCD in a little bit. So I'm going to make a flat shelf all the way across the whole way around, and that will give me somewhere to put stuff, put tools, whatever, but it'll also neaten up that top edge. Pretty happy with how it's gone. Got just about the right amount. This is all that's left. We've got one bit of 2x4 and a bit of OSB. So I'm going to have to order some more. We'll have to get cracking on the next weekend. Sort of probably next job, as you can see, Range Rover's here, van's here. I'm going to tidy up the rest of what's going on. I'm going to move the workbench, get the tools in here, get stuff sort of tidied up and in place, get the car in here, see how everything fits, see how much room we've got, and sort of map out the floor space a little bit further. I've had a little tidy up, I've got the cars parked up, and there we are for today. I'm going to call it a day here. Thanks for watching the video. If you've not already and you like the video, please hit the like button. And if you want to subscribe, if you want to see the progress of this place, see what it can become, then please hit the subscribe button as well. And tune in for future updates. So this is it for now. I've done all I can with the energy that I've got, at the time that I've got, and the materials that I've got. Like I say, we're doing some more wood. We'll get that ordered for next weekend. Need to get a toolbox. So at the moment, we've got this set up as a tool bench. I do keep the majority of my tools on me in the tool bag, but this is just, you know, like miscellaneous sockets, random spanners, pliers, stuff like that. A few ratchets. So I don't carry this with me all the time. I've got doubles of a lot of these things. I've got full spanner sets, socket sets and stuff I keep on me in my tool bag. But that's going to stay there for now until I get a toolbox in here. I've got obviously jack stands. I've got all my kits, bearing kits, pullers, etc, etc, spring compressors. Still got more in the garage at home. This is what I just brought over. Bit of storage, still need to sort these out. That's all Volkswagen parts. That's just jump leads and a few other bits, tow ropes and stuff like that. This is not sorted out. Various bits and bobs, fuel cans, battery chargers, grinder, etc, etc. I need to find a home for all of this. Got to sort this racking out, sort these boxes out. But yeah, it's tidy enough for now. As you can see, there's absolutely bags of space in here. I've got 3 cars parked in there, and I've not exactly crammed them in either. So they are well spaced, they're on a silly angle. So if I wanted to, I could get probably 5 cars parked along here if I parked them all straight, and I can get another 2, one at the back and one at the front. So the plan is going to be, as soon as possible, I want to get a ramp in here. Don't know exactly where I'm going to put it. I've got a feeling I want to put it in the centre where the Z3 is, or maybe just here in the front section. As soon as you drive in the door. But I don't know. I'd like it there because it'll be out of the way, and you can just sort of drive straight in and under it. But if I put it there, I am planning on doing a bit of a spray booth in the corner where the Range Rover is, so that might impact the access to the spray booth. Depends obviously how that goes. Don't really want to put it at the back, because at the back I'm going to sort all this out. I'm going to have a little seating area at the back, a bit of a chill out area, obviously, you know, fridge, sofa, TV, etc. So who knows, and I don't want to put it in the front, in the corner, because it'd be too tight to get in. So I'm thinking probably where the Z3 is at the minute. Van's going to stay there. This is going to be like the prep area. This needs a lot of body work doing, so it's going to stay here by the door so I can get the dust out, not in the rest of the place. We need to get this wall painted white, as I've said. Get all that cleaned up at the top, get the wiring sorted out as well. I'm going to probably rewire this whole place because I won't bore you with the details, but the electrics aren't really adequate enough for what I want. It's got power, but it's only got the one plug socket, and I can only run one plug socket off that. And I want to rewire this whole thing. I want sockets all over the walls, all down. So probably gonna have to rewire the whole place. So that will probably come pretty soon because I need to get that done before I can do the lighting, etc. But I need to get my walls finished first before I can do that. Let me know what you think. Give me some thoughts, give me some ideas on where you think I should put the ramp. Should I get 2 ramps? I'm thinking a 2-post ramp for now, maybe a 4-post in the corner later dates if I'm running out of space and I can store 2 cars, one on top, one on the bottom. But yeah, like I say, once again, thank you very much if you've got this far. Please hit the subscribe button if you want to see more of this and if you want to see more content on the projects. Range Rover is next on the list, so now it's here. I've got to finish off doing that ball joint, do the other side of the suspension, and then we're going to get this gearbox out of here and get that stripped down and hopefully rebuilt. I want to do that before I tackle any of the other jobs on this car because there's no point in spending money on this car if the gearbox is knackered, because then it's going to go for parts. So really get the gearbox sorted out and then we'll start looking at facelifting it, wheels, other upgrades, other little repairs that need doing. Z3, nothing planned for that at the minute. Just bits and bobs, maintenance. It's the daily driver, so you know, as and when jobs need doing, we'll do more. And then the van, obviously, as you know, there's so much work that needs doing on the van. It needs painting ASAP, but I also need to get to the turbo on that because there's a problem. So that's going to have to be completely dismantled at some point, pretty much, to get to the turbo, maybe engine out the front. We'll see. But stay tuned because there's a lot happening now. Things are really starting to move in the right direction, and we're going to start ramping up the pace, ramping up the videos, ramping up the content. So please stay tuned. Hit the subscribe button if you want to see more. Please like the video if you haven't already, and yeah, let me know in the comments what you think I should do with this place. Catch you on the next video.